Hello, hello, hello. So, we've got a scrim going on here today, and I'm going to be casting it. It's going to be running solo tonight. So, we've got a scrim tonight between Team Enigma, our Tier 3 team for Militia Esports. Hello, hello, hello. And I'm hearing myself in the microphone. And I'm going to be casting it. It's going to... Anyway, and the other team tonight is going to be Crimdra Whelps. Crimdra is a Calling All Heroes organization. I am a part of their Discord as well, so I'm generally familiar somewhat with Crimdra, but not as familiar as them than with Militia. So, it looks like everybody's kind of... We are running on the Scrim code on DKWH, where we'll play all maps. And it'll basically be starting with Oasis.
5, 4, 3.
So, looks like teams are just buying time for the start. And by the looks of it, we're going to be running a bit of an interesting... Okay, so, teams are still deciding what they're picking, but I think we're generally kind of thinking... It looks like Enigma generally wants to be playing a brawl composition, but it looks like they're kind of swapping over their tank a little bit. It looks like there will be no hero bans, but there will be potential map picks. Do not know. But it looks like they're generally wanting to run a bit more of a brawl composition, with EXO currently playing the Queen. Banana is on the Soj, Ricky on Juno, Jackal on Brig, and Spooky on Tracer. And on the other side, the Whelps are playing a dive composition consisting of Winston, Genji, Sojourn, Brig, and Ana. So, we look to get started here. I am putting my microphone down so I can kind of look at the game as it goes. So, to get into the first fight, you see Rat looking to play a little bit closer, far back. You look for plug in that speed ring. EXO gets them. Okay. When you find out I'm not a shitter at this. Okay, so EXO is playing the high ground here. You get another pick, but it looks like nothing ends up picking off Spooky. So that's the next but EXO running into that backline. For a chance, but Big Winston looks pretty punished. But doesn't look like it's going to be able to save. And his team looks to be melting as Dragon Banana to go down. But Blue Dragon is super low. But then just to actually jump out with that help of the Winston's jump ability. So, starting progress, Enigma looks to have 30% on the point as it starts. EXO goes down, but looks like for the rest of Enigma, looks to try to see if they can hold off for a bit longer. Jackal just kind of pops himself in that backline, in that rest of Whelps' team. And they go down. But Winston goes down on Blue Dragon. It looks like it'll just be generally a cleanup here for Whelps, as they look to now get some progress, as Enigma did start out with a 35% lead on the point as Blue Dragon dives back in onto Spooky, but EXO is also back here. It looks like EXO's looking to catch Blue Dragon out here. Shout goes out, but the Ante goes out and catches EXO as he's forced to retreat. I'll probably turn down my game volume a little bit, but two quick picks on the backline of Enigma, and that is going to force Enigma to back up here as they regroup, as Whelps 2 pass Enigma, and looks like we're coming up on ults here. First ult pops in both the Pulse Bomb and the on a Nano. I'm going to turn down the volume of the game, hopefully, so then, anyway, so you can kind of hear my voice a little better. So, looks like Enigma's looking to run through mid. Spooky's kind of keeping back for Blue Dragon, but Blue Dragon does pop the primal and looking to juggle. Nothing does catch Ricky out, and Ricky... Oh, but Banana trades back on the Sojourn. Blue Dragon does...
Time for the reckoning!
Carnage pops, Blue Dragon hops away. It doesn't look like the only person left... Oh, but Crescent gets a double rash kill on Jackal and Spooky, and EXO comes back with a nice 1-2 rash. Now it looks like a 1v3 as EXO just kind of in the middle of everybody, as they're coming up on 90%, looking to take this point. 3 ults on the side of Whelps, and one ult with two very close on the side.
This ends now.
Overclock pops out for nothing, catches Banana, and SPJ catches that Jack. Another ult. And it looks like that will be the first point. EXO looks to contest, but is unable to do so. 135 on that first point, and we're moving on to point 2. Go from Gardens to I don't know which one. We'll see.
2-0.
And it looks like we will be going to City Center. And this map is very notorious for the center positioning, as well as this inside part, but most of the objective sits around the outside on the circle here. Some good key positionings, especially going to be for the Winston, are going to be this high ground play, right up on top, kind of watch for as almost a sniping position. It looks like Key is going to be swapping to Symmetra here, probably for the TP out of spawn. EXO is going to be swapping over to D.Va for a little more ability to dive the backline. And Ricky now hops onto Brig with Jackal on the Ana, looking to kind of play a similar backline. It looks like they're going to be diving a little bit more to match the pace of Whelps. And so, generally, it's going to be contesting for the center of point high ground, as well as the off high ground, right over here.
5,
as we look to begin the round,
3, 5, 4,
teams are just readying up.
1. Round
And as
2.
we head in,
Capture the objective.
it looks like he is going to then afterwards swap over the Tracer, and Blue Dragon does take hold of the high ground first, but Spooky's following right behind him, looking to see if he can test it early, and EXO pops up with it. Oh, but the rest of Whelps do pop up, and EXO is low on an anti. And Enigma's just kind of sitting around the bottom of the thing, not able to contest the high ground, but Banana hops up, looking to get some pick, looking for a pick, but can't do it, and now is left by herself, but does get XPJ, trying to back away from Blue Dragon, but gets caught, but EXO does return with a kill on Wrath. And EXO looks to be cleaning up here, as he and Blue Dragon look to kind of contest Spooky on the choke position. So generally, this will be a battle of basically two different tanks with the same DPS and support lineup here. Enigma captures the point first, and they are getting an early advantage on ult charge here, with 3 members at 60%, 1 at 50, comparatively 2 Whelps with 1 Tracer close to 70%, and the Winston is the next closest at 60%. Whelps looks to re-engage here, hopping on the high ground. Blue Dragon looking to contest Banana, and she hops out of there, looking to get away. Anti onto Blue Dragon, and they're looking to finish up, but Blue Dragon gets the lockout uncontested. Ricky sits near it, pops the rally, but very low health, and gets slept by the Ana and taken out by Blue Dragon. Banana, though, trades out the opposite counterpart in a round. Banana gets a double kill, and Spooky gets the bomb. Blue Dragon, though, still contesting this point, does pop the primal, but Spooky, EXO, and Jackal are looking to do it to kind of hold this position, but Blue Dragon does juggle Jackal for the kill, but is unable to stay alive for much longer. Spooky and EXO look to contest this choke right now.
Neutralizing projectile.
As we sit here in kind of a mid-fight position right now, and I'm just making sure I can kind of watch the chat from my phone because I don't have a second monitor. I'm a one monitor plebeian. Anyway, hopping in, the rest of the Whelps contest, but EXO does pop the bomb to get the remag, and looks like a Ricky and Rat are battling it out, and the Nano goes out to Rat. And Ricky ends up getting popped out. She is up by herself, no support, but Spooky does take out nothing. Now that means both supports for Enigma are down, but that means... Oh, but it looks like it will be a contest. Looks like it will be a point flip over here for Whelps. Ooh, bomb popped out by Spooky, but doesn't manage to connect. And now Spooky is kind of looking around, looking to regroup with their team as the supports for Enigma come back. But XPJ is going to swap over to a Lucio here, probably for a quick recontest because Enigma is at the 99% mark. 99 to 16, and overtime is here.
This ends now.
Nothing does pop the overclock, but it's now getting kind of run
This
down.
ends now.
Wicked kills nothing, but nothing does take Ricky out before they die. Banana also pops their own overclock, and with the nano help from Jackal. It looks like this will just generally be a cleanup here, as XPJ is taking down my Banana as well, and that means we're at a 1-1 going into third point. Right now, both teams looking really decent on their dive compositions that they want to kind of run here, but it generally, like, the dive kind of turns a bit brawly afterwards. And it looks like Whelps are going to be playing a very interesting backline in terms of a Moira Lucio, which is usually saved for very... Oh, but no. Scratch that. Looks like they're going Kiri Lucio, one of the more meta backlines in the game at the moment. There with Ana Brig, Judo Brig, and Lucio Judo. Oh, but no. It doesn't look like they're only playing speed here. It looks like they've been playing the double flex support on Akiri. I have no clue what they'll end up playing, so I should just probably stop saying whatever they're playing. So, here we're rolling out on. Oh, looks like they're going to be extending the time by a little bit. Thank you to all who are tuning in at the moment. I appreciate. So we're going to be here. If you're just joining us, we're on the first map, and it was played by Oasis. We're running the Scrim code, so we'll play every map. And currently, it is a 1-1 tie as we look to begin this third point.
Round 3.
Whelps running out on the Zarya with a Juno Kiri, and he is going over to the Mei, kind of playing a little more brawly here. But it looks like Enigma is going to keep their Diva dive from last point, but I don't know how long, and so they'll keep that around. Enigma looking to contest the early high ground, with Whelps looking to contest the low ground here. Spooky going into the enemy backline, if I can kind of figure out which... Okay, Spooky is FOA. Anyway,
Focus our defense.
so he gets a crucial pick on the Spooky, and that allows Team Whelps to take control of the point first, but Ricky looks to go in aggressively with a bash. Nothing, and Rat sit on the opposite, on the stairs away, and Ricky looks to kite away. The rest of Enigma look to get it. And that leaves EXO by himself fighting the Zarya there, which is never a good matchup, especially for a Jedi. You could do it, but it's never great. Even on paper, it's a very bad matchup. And Ricky hops in to the point. Very questionable decision. Spooky does trade out nothing. And it looks like Spooky's just going to be holding on the off angle, looking to do anything. EXO looks for the remake. Can't quite get the switch. Looking to chase down Rat. And full support's down for Whelps, as Spooky does take down XPJ. And it looks like Whelps will back out of this fight, looking to regroup since they are down supports. And that means Enigma will get their first point progress, but EXO takes out Key, and that's going to stagger out this fight a little longer. And so, depending on what Whelps decide to do here, they're probably going to have to wait this out, but Blue Dragon coming down on the flank. Looks like Enigma do turn around to re-engage, but the Sticky Disruptor hit by nothing, and up with the sort of sticking on EXO. If you haven't seen the recent patch notes, Sojourn did get a bit of a nerf on her slide, so it's gonna be General Muscleman. Spooky does pop the cold block, but it looks like he was able to ice walk and mitigate the damage there. Blue Dragon sits on point, but XPJ does take out Ricky. Where was that?
No disrupting.
This.
No clue. Oh, there was XPJ, but I'm not sure where they killed Ricky. So, may all pop, but both teams looking to evade.
This ends now.
Evade. Oh, but trades by both teams. Very scrappy fight here, but it looks like Enigma is going to get the fight win, looking to stagger out Blue Dragon here a little bit. Oh, but Blue Dragon pops the Graviton. But it doesn't look like he's gonna... Looks like Blue Dragon was just using it to kind of play safe there. Doesn't get any picks on it. And EXO does swap over the Ryan to kind of match a little bit of a brawl style with this Zarya here. EXO at half health with XPJ also low, but looks like they're getting healed up pretty quickly. So he gets low and gets caught with a Sticky Disruptor, and now she's kind of... re-rally. Kind of keeping yourself alive. The Spooky does get a pulse bomb pick, but that means 2 players down on the side of Whelps. Make it 3. And it looks like this will be a fight win for Team Enigma. As they take... Though Whelps started out well on the first point in Gardens, University and City Center played out strongly by Team Enigma. And they take Oasis in map 1.
Play of the game.
Play of the game goes to
Not so
nothing.
fast. This
On
ends
Gardens,
now.
gets a headshot pick onto Banana, double around. Ricky's kind of caught out left, and it looks like it'll be the double kill. Going to nothing for that first map. And so that puts Enigma up 1-0. As we decide our next map here. So, very interesting, both teams generally looking to kind of make swaps along their tank and mostly to kind of play against each other. But generally kind of the supports and the DPS kind of wanted to play what they wanted to play, and so they stayed generally the same. There wasn't much changes there, other than one Enigma wanted to swap to kind of the opposite dive comp. But even then, the dive comp kind of turned brawly, so... How are we all doing today, though? Everybody good? Doing great on this Tuesday evening? And it looks like we will be going to a King's Row map. It's King's Row. We all love it. We all love this King's Row map. Probably, I'd say probably the most popular map in the game. Everybody loves... I, for one, love the kind of 3-lane design, especially in midpoint, that this map has. And even then, it's still really good regardless. So, looks like we'll be seeing if there are going to be any swaps in here, or if the teams are going to generally kind of play the same here. And doesn't look like there will be any swaps here, and so we will hop into the King's Row here in a quick moment. But so far, a very close matchup by both teams. Both teams kind of looking to set the pace, but it looks like Enigma did a better job at keeping away from the aggression and toning their aggression and hitting the gas, and then it doesn't look like Whelps were able to respond quite as well to Enigma's aggression. But I guess we'll see what happens in King's Row. And it looks like one of the Whelps will be taking a bathroom break here. But it looks like they are back, so we are going to be getting into this.
Now
Two people,
entering
new people
King's
joined.
Row.
Team Enigma.
Ready for battle.
Yep. Team Enigma is up 1-0 after winning Oasis 2-1. We are running the Scrim code, so we will play every map, and also teams can TP to point right here. So, like this one. And so, Whelps are going to be playing on defense first, as they are the blue team and they are hosts, so they are generally going to be running defense every single time first, unless somebody asks to swap. And so, by the looks of it, as I'm kind of... So, Blue Dragon is their tank player, Rat and XPJ are supports, and it looks like they generally have a dedicated hit scan and Flux DPS duo in nothing, and then Key Crescent. And so... teams are looking to get set up here. And also, by the way, hello, Forest. How are you? Anyway. We just kind of wait here for the teams to kind of pick what they want to. And it looks like... So, by the looks of it, it's going to be a Zarya, Reaper, Soj, Kiri, Lucio on the side of Enigma, with a Ram, Juno, Ana, Tracer, Widow on the side of Whelps, though I have a feeling swaps will be made depending on if picks can be had here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And it
Defend
looks like we're going to
objective
get
A.
started here.
私がついてる
As Enigma looks to make their way out, and doesn't look like they're pushing past Choke yet, but Spooky does hit Statue. And so it looks like to make a little damage, and it looks like they'll rotate through Hotel. Safeguard pops out, and it doesn't look like, ooh, but Blue Dragon does get the pummel kill onto Banana, and that looks like that's going to force Enigma to back out of the situation. Vortex catches both supports of Enigma, and Key Present does finish off Ricky. With nothing finishing off Spooky. Dragon, exactly. This is kind of huge dagger as well. As Enigma really just has to do a full regroup here. EXO doesn't die here, so they still have their tank kind of holding the thing, looking probably getting some ult charge here, but right now ult charge looking into the side of Whelps. And it looks like Whelps are more than happy to kind of hold this point with nothing up on the high ground. Banana sits back in the choke, looking to kind of poke it out. As EXO looks to walk forward, past the shield. So that gets Blue Dragon walking forward, and that full supports Enigma down. As Spooky does trade it out with Rat. Seeing if they can still win this fight, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing much here. It looks like they're going to be kind of backing out of it. But, oh, because it gets low, and that's 2 for 2. And that's also the supports of Enigma coming back, so they're able to kind of run through this. You have nothing sitting up in the window, looking to see if they can get a potential pick. But it looks like they were trying to stick around. That means Banana, Spooky, and Jackal running to chase this. As Spooky catches the kill. But it looks like Blue Dragon running to catch the Annihilation, but Ricky pops the Kitsune Rush. But manages to actually kill Blue Dragon out. It just shows how strong some of these support characters are generating, especially if you don't have backup here as a tank. Enigma looks to take the point, but it looks like the supports are going to contest, but Banana picks out XPJ. Looks like just kind of like one... Oh, but nothing picks off Jackal. At first, a very winnable fight from Enigma is not looking so winnable anymore. I'm in a tree. Ball is getting played by Blue Dragon here to look for the quick recon test. Banana has to run out, but EXO is kind of too low to run away. Banana gets hit by Blue Dragon. Spooky though, trading out kills. Doing a really good job at the Reaper, kind of taking on the squishier targets in sort of the Juno, the Ana, and the Widow. Even dueling out a Tracer. Ruby up here taking to the high ground. Looking to kind of play with nothing. They're playing a big organized taking. EXO swapping also over to the ball. So the ball. Oh, EXO does catch nothing. Oh, but Nano on the ball. We have P over here kind of poking around on the tracer. Both balls trade out kills here. He is kind of trying to pick out Jackal, but it looks like the point will be taken by Team Enigma.
The payload.
As they look to kind of take the cart progress up. 3 minutes remain. As it took them a little bit to take it. Blue Dragon looking to recontest on this point. Looking to possibly take out Ricky, but Ricky does pop the Suzu to keep herself up in this round. Blue Dragon just looking for some stall progress, and looks like EXO is going to chase down Key. Mines popped by Blue Dragon. looks like nothing is going to swap over to the Surge here. Oh, but a huge pick. FBJ to the Moira.
They're moving the payload.
I'm doing horrible. Blue Dragon on tank at the moment. With ball. And you never see ball a lot of the time in his roam. But both balls getting played out here as both players Spooky Puck a very questionable. I'm not sure about that one. That was interesting, and now the orbital gets popped. But else getting traded out with Kitsune Rush and Mines popped by Team Enigma. And they will push forward with Exo getting picked onto both the support line, but Blue Dragon also in the back line, trying to see if they can get a pick, and they do get a pick on Ricky before dying out to Banana. And so it looks like he will be playing the Moira Lucio here. See if he can get something, but Spooky TP's up to the high ground. Kind of watch out for Key. He was looking to poke around there.
Disrupting.
Blue Dragon takes that Jackal, so that's Enigma down one of their supports. And so it looks like they're going to be running in, but Rat goes in too far into by Echo, but Jocelyn does take two. So it looks like Enigma will be resetting here. As Spooky gets killed by the orb. My god, more orb out of nowhere, bro. As Jackal's kind of in a bad place, and so Echo's just kind of looking to live here.
Not so fast.
40 seconds left to go in this round. Cart very close, almost around that final corner. As Spooky TP's up, and Echo's up on the high ground. As Enigma was reset, 4 ults on the side of Team Whelps. Against Team Enigma, I only have 2, so it's generally going to be a thing of 10. Enigma with Daniel. As Beat gets popped versus the Mines.
This
As Enigma looks to
ends
win this,
now.
but the overclock caught by nothing. Looking to get a pick, but Ricky sneaks up behind and takes out nothing. And so they're down. Pulse bomb. Pop, Banana gets down. Rat takes out Ricky. And now it's just kind of looking around. No one's on point for Enigma, but Jackal comes back to point just to contest. As Echo does pop the Mines. Looking to live here. And Spooky is there to reinforce, but no supports on the side of Enigma. I should move to a better position. They're just looking for the recontest. But it doesn't look like they're gonna... Oh, it doesn't... Oh, but Exo's looking to recontest again, but gets picked out. Ricky picks out Rat, but it looks like that'll be the end of first point. As Enigma just manages to barely get around that first court. That final corner. Not quite onto point,
0
but
to 1.
was a decent push
Switching
either which way.
sides. Ready for battle.
While you can see the game still, I'm taking a look at Discord. I'm going to just spectate somebody close to the point. And now it will be Enigma's turn on the defense. Both teams really enjoying their kind of ball get-ups. So is going to be playing Ramacho, probably trying to kind of pull the ball down a little bit. But the stream's not too bad for people to watch, and so it generally looks like Blue Dragon's going to stick with the ball here. Played very well, beating out their counterparts in Exo. Exo's going to be, looks like they're going to be swapping over to a May Ash, generally for a little bit more poke damage and probably the ability to wall off the ball. Juno getting played by Ricky for speed, probably to help the Ramatra, who isn't the fastest tank in the world. And Jackal on the Ana, looking for the antis, as well as the Sleep Dart. And the Sleep Dart is going to be immensely useful in the fight against the ball.
5, 4,
teams, looks like they're still wanting to decide out their kind of team comp they want to play here. As they look kind of...
5, 4,
Both teams will
3,
ready up.
2,
And it looks like
1.
Whelps will be running out on a
Attackers
Zen back.
Defend objective
Go with the
A.
Widow and a Tracer. And both. Blue Dragon looks to immediately contest the high ground here. But Ricky's there behind, and is now kind of getting forced off the high ground. With P following up. And gets picked. Ricky does get picked by nothing there. Jackal sits on the high ground and gets popped. Picked out by... because of Blue. Exo looks to run in, but it's held by a Discord orb. Discord orb can be very bad, especially when you have a Widow and a Tracer and a Bat breathing down your neck. And it looks like that'll be a quick fight and a team win. Quick fight win for Crimdra Whelps.
Objective lost.
As they do take the first point with 5.5 to go. It's going to have to be a very well-rounded defense. Looks like Exo's going to make the swap to the Winston. Probably prefers it over ball in defense King's Row. Blue Dragon looks to just kind of play a little past the backline, but Exo hops up onto Rat and gets picked out by Exo and Spooky. He and Blue looking for a potential pick here. Banana half, but gets healed up by Ricky. Exo hops in, looking to dive he and XPJ, and XPJ gets very low. Against the Winston dive, Zen isn't so good, but nothing wins the sniper duel against Spooky. Nothing kind of playing the low ground. Exo gets... Ooh. Two very quick good sprints onto the DPS. It looks like Spooky's going to swap over to the Tracer here. Exo is running rampage in Crimdra Whelps' backline, so it doesn't look like it's going to be forever. Sights popped by nothing, as the rest of Enigma looks to respawn, and Ricky's just kind of caught out here. Like, she has nowhere to go here. And it looks like she's going to get popped out by the rest of Whelps. As they round the S corner is what I like to call it. And they're looking to round this final corner really quick. Enigma's going to need a quick recontest, but they're kind of too busy dealing with the ball to kind of ever worry about it, with he and SPJ watching the point. But Exo takes out Rat. And now they're just looking to kind of contest. Oh, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They might not. Spooky takes out XPJ, but Blue takes out Banana. But it looks like they will be able to contest as Blue Dragon gets back up. Now it looks like it'll be a battle of the Tracers again. He holds the high ground, looking to hunt the Widow. And they do catch it, with Jackal now sitting on the point, but it looks like they weren't able to quite get Blue there on the ball. And Blue is able to make it away safely. 5 ults on the side of Enigma with 4 on the side of Whelps. So, depending on their skills, this could be a hell of an ult fight. Pulse bomb, missed by Spooky, probably looking to catch him out too. He, tries for the play there, but ends up managing to rewind there. Almost caught out. Blue pops out the mines, but it doesn't look like they're able to get a pick. Banana takes out XPJ, with Brad popping the window, rounding this corner, but he's not looking in a great position. He, though, double pulse onto Banana and Ricky, and that's going to be a very scrappy fight. 1.78 to go, nothing is sitting up above the carpet. Exo's kind of guarding it closely. Rookie wins the Tracer duel, and nothing looks to be backing out here. Blue is going to be holding these top stairs, but backs out very quickly, realizing that they're without their team and going back out here. Cards begins backing up, but the ball pops back in. They start this on Jackal, and so Blue gets to run away and reset again. Spooky is watching that flank, possibly for a Tracer or the ball to kind of watch it, but he pops back onto point. 2 minutes left to go. Ooh, huge pulse onto Blue Dragon, leaves them low with the anti, and Spooky just chases them down. And forgive me, I'm going to say them for Whelps, because I have no clue on how they want the pronunciation of their pronouns. But, I don't want to get, I don't want to get people with pitchforks and torques down my neck, you know what I mean? Anyway, so speed ring pop, and with the nail, and leaves the rest of the team very low, but on and out on Wrath, but gets picked by Spooky as well as Team. And that's 3 quick kills by Enigma again, and they're looking to hold this here. This corner just being extremely deadly right now. Like, neither team has really rounded this corner well. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go, and it looks like Whelps are going to be making more swaps. One over to Moira and another to the Sojourn. And another to the Kyrians. Look, they're trying to play quick. Enigma is going to be sticking with their kind of setup. Blue Dragon does have the mines here, and they're the only ult on the playing field. But Spooky is going to get their pulse bomb on. Enigma's playing very close together around this corner, so one well-placed mine could end up doing this. Blue Dragon sits up top, and there goes the mines. And he looks to dive in and catch out the support. Nothing does pick off EXO, and now that means... Oh, but a double 3 picks on the side of Spooky, but Ricky gets picked off by the mines. And Banana's down, and so that's a 2v1. Oh, but they're almost there. Oh, but Spooky is the only one left for Enigma as they look to kind of recontest, but it looks like they're going to get back in time. Spooky's going to have a chance to heal up, but no, it doesn't look like they will, as Doomfist does pop out. Very close fight right now. It's overtime. Oh, but it looks like Team Whelps will get the map win in overtime. King's Row goes to Crimdra Whelps as they look to just finish the map, because under the Scrim code, we have to finish the map. 1.5 to go on the attack side of Whelps. Gets EXO with the Disruptor. Blue Dragon looks to take some space. Ricky gets very low, hopping up really high. As in other news, since I'm in Militia, Hugh has been transferred up to the Tier 2 NAPC team, and so they're usually without their main tank in Hugh, because Hugh was their main tank, so they're playing with Orbital popped out by Ricky.
This ends now.
For a chance to run at this, but nothing pops the overclock until EXO trying to be aggressive. Buff gets picked by the Pulsar. So that leaves one support down for Enigma as Blue Dragon does dive on top of Ooh. Freeze popped out, but doesn't look like any value is going to be going out there. Oh, actually, speak of the devil, Rat goes down. EXO with a well-placed punch as they are doing it. No one right punching.
10 seconds.
Now, nothing picks Ricky, and so that means they're down. Support Jack is really close, down low. That probably is not the place you want to be as an Ana right now. You probably want to be more up in this high ground area right here in the back corner near spawn, and that looks like to get them killed. Spooky though getting double hit, and it looks like they will complete the map.
Complete.
As it looks like Enigma almost C9 that. Did they C9 that? That is the question. I'm looking back at my delay, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like Enigma did C9 that. Weren't able to actually do Map tie at 1-1. XPJ with the play of the game, and it looks like we will decide on map 3. Score 1-1. Not gonna lie, this song actually goes pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm not a K-pop listener, but this is actually not too bad. I will say. What does everyone else think? I'm not gonna lie. Some of the skins for like the new Le Seraphim, like, you know, collab are okay, but I just don't like that dance. That dance just is not too good. I think the only kind of good skins from this collab is Ashe and Alari. I don't know. Controversial opinion? Anybody? I don't know. And it looks like the next map is going to be Esperanza here. We're playing a push map. And it's interesting. I'd say probably the best push map is probably Runosapi because of the amount of kind of ins and outs the map has. And it generally favors a good brawl matchup. But it looks like they wanted to play dive, so I could understand the choice of Esperanza as it is a very capable dive map. But yes, what do we think of the patch notes today? If those have not seen it, Malga gets a nerf. Very much needed. Again, he's kind of running lobbies again. Then Winston gets a nerf, surprisingly. I don't think Winston deserved it. Zarya gets a bit of a nerf. Who else got a nerf? Oh, right. Hog got a buff for extra healing. And looks like Enigma will be making the swap. They'll be putting in Lord of Trees, aka Lord X, in for Banana. So it looks like they'll be making a DPS swap. But anyway, on the DPS side of things, Cass gets a bit of a buff. Echo gets a buff. Soldier gets a buff. Pretty sure Sojourn. Let me just double check. I still have these up. Yeah. Sojourn gets a nerf, and Widowmaker gets a buff with Ana and Juno both getting nerfs. So, here we go. Hopping into Esperanza here.
Ready for battle.
I gotta look up. Where's the thing of being able to... I do not remember how... I don't know. Either which way. We will Google this here in a second. As Lord of Trees is coming on for DPSing.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
ball should have been buffed. That's what he needs. I don't know so much about that. Honestly, I think the perks are kind of what killed him. I don't think he generally needs more of a buff, but that's just me. And by the looks of it, looks like we're running back to the Brig Juno on the side of Whelps with a Queen.
3, 2,
And Ash and
1.
Sim, but probably changing on that.
Objective
So they're
unlocks
playing
in
Anti,
30
but it looks like
seconds.
Ricky is ready on the Kiriko, with Jackal playing the Alari. So it looks like they're playing a very aggressive backline. Exo playing Doom. And it looks like, yep, Tracer's coming in for Key. Lord is going to be playing a cast, probably going to end up slowing down characters like the Tracer. Here on their own Tracer. As the early fights coming in, both teams looking to test their bridges early and probably putting a push. He's pushing up kind of aggressively and playing the mid. He walks forward with the bot a slight bit, but Spooky does pitch win in the Tracer duel, so does kill Rat. That looks like it was just a general cleanup here for Enigma. As Lord and Exo start getting picks, and looks like they're just going to be moving forward. As Spooky chases down Blue Dragon. It looks like nothing's going to be making a swap over to Cass as well. Realizing that they are going to be looking like they'll be needing it. Hello, sir. Again. I don't think we need a ball. Ball meta is so ass, bro. I don't like ball. I think it's just mostly because people don't know how to play against him. And also, like, I don't know. He just feels annoying to play against. Anyway, as we continue, Blue Dragon gets a Carnage kill on Lord, and so that puts him down, but looks like Enigma is going to get the checkpoint here.
Time for the reckoning!
Oh. Rampage up by Blue Dragon, but a quick cleanse by Enigma. It looks like he kind of flipped the points a little bit. Looks for a chance to probably bomb leading Phoenix. Oh, but Phoenix is there. Are low. And Spooky looks to chase. And looks like they will get the kill there. That's a huge hit there. Getting a kill into Brig. Right now, Ultron is kind of looking in the favor, though, of Team Whelps. But it looks like Rat's going to be managing to swap over the Q, probably to avoid stuff like the Capture Sun, which they're probably watching for, as Jackal does have it. But he gets a key dash. I'm going to see myself out now. Anyway, on to Ricky, but Lord trades back against Key. Now, Lord looks to take the result, but gets a pick onto Rat. 2 ults on the side of Enigma, with 2 ults on the side of Whelps, but 2 more coming up quickly. Blue Dragon looks to run in, probably get an axe swing, but doesn't know what's going to get much. Both DPS or Whelps are taken out by the DPS of Enigma, as they look to continue pushing. 110 meters, it looks like they were rounding this final bend. Under 7 minutes left to go in this round. And looks like right now, Team Whelps can't respond right now. Whelps here. Here comes the Captive Sun, but it doesn't look like there's no CC to help, but it doesn't look like it'll matter as the orbital does get popped out. And Jackal gets Blade going in. And it looks like, I think generally, I don't know how I felt about that Blade. I definitely think the fight was won by Enigma, or I should say the Whelps. But either which way, looks like Exo is going to be stalling it out. It actually gets a pick onto nothing. Under 6 minutes left to go in the game. And it looks like Crimdra Whelps are going to be bringing the bot back near center, but it doesn't look like they will get full forward spawn here. It looks like Spooky's going to be playing up on bridge, but Lord gets picked up by the knife, but rolls away from the Carnage. Not able to actually... Oh, but it looks like Enigma is able to stop the bot from going back over half point. So Hawkins looking for a quick punch, but actually catches Wrath. back to under the bridge. Lord pops a noon, but it's very quick with him. Doesn't get a pick, and he gets killed for it by Blue. But both DPS down again. For Crimdra Whelps, and it looks like it'll just be general cleanup.
Meteor strike!
Key though, making a swap over to the Sombra, probably to stop the Doom from being as dominant as he is, but it's so low. But Oz actually does manage to get away. One ult on the side of Enigma and Tsune, with two ults on the side of Whelps. One Tsune and a Carnage. Or not a Carnage, I should say a Rampage, but... Lord and Jacko sitting here in the backline with Ricky, as Spooky looks to kind of just go around, seeing what disruption he can make. He hops in, looking for the Doom Fist, pops the virus with the hack. I'm not sure if they hack. Spooky gets killed onto nothing, as they've been kind of a bit more of an annoyance than he has. I think that's been a major difference in these games. He's been able to have a little more free reign. As I say that, he does pick off Spooky, but Crimdra is down a tank. As Little Two did actually get a huge hit, and Ricky picks off nothing before they can even pop the nuke. And it looks like they're about to push this all the way, but XPJ does sit up on the point. Oh, but a three-piece noon by nothing saves Whelps right now, as they... Team Enigma has a smidge to go on this push of Esperanza. But they're going to have 3 ults here coming up, and Whelps only have 1, as they pretty much popped all that they had just to make sure they won that fight. And so generally, their ult economy is in shambles at the moment. Unless they can play fast and get a quick pick, it's looking like it'll be Enigma winning this next team fight. And it looks like they will push it back over half. So, won't have that forward mark. Jackal. Huge pick. He gets popped out. And he gets the pick onto his opposite cast counterpart. He looks to kind of be poking a little bit there, but ends up getting caught out. And just goes away. And now Keith's looking to run away, but it looks like they're getting revealed for a while. But it doesn't looks like they are gonna get away? No, it doesn't look like they will be. Exo gets a headshot and kills out Keith. Blue makes the swap over to Orisa. As it is knocked up, it's more favorable for an Orisa against the Doom Fist, because Doom can't exactly bully around a tank that can kind of just sit there and be a wall.
Pick a direction, please.
As the fight kind of progresses around the final corner, Exo is popping up and along the rooftop. EMP, popped up by Keith, but gets killed. And Lord gets a double pick on with the DPS, and it looks like that will be game. A 3-piece for Lord, as Team Enigma take Esperanza in a very convincing fashion. Full cap with only like a sub 2 meters?
Play of the game.
Never mind, 4 meters. Yeah, only about a 4-meter push for Crimdra Whelps. Doom just disappeared off the map there in that high. He was looking for the punch and just disappeared. Like, he just vanished. But honestly, the cast play on both sides was really good. It looks like Enigma will be making the swap, subbing in for Spooky. The big thing to note, looks like they are bringing in Morphosis. I've not actually seen Morphosis though. like teams are going to be making a bit of swaps here. Looks like Last 66 will be the next match.
Ready for battle.
So here we go. Whelps again on the defense as they are Team Blue. And it looks like it will be a Sigma Mirror matchup. We just look, we hear the creakiness of the bridge sitting right there. I'm surprised this thing hasn't fallen down. I wonder as Pharah. I don't think this would be a great spot for a Pharah, or even an Echo to kind of chill up here, but that'd be an interesting spot, to say the least. This looks like teams are getting ready, and it looks like it will be an Anakiri with a Sig Ash Pharah on the side of Enigma, and it looks like Crimdra Whelps will be playing a Genji with the Sigma, but instead they've got a Bap and Lari backline. Bap and Lari generally is a good anti-dive kind of support lineup because it looks like they're probably expecting the dive, but it looks like Lord is going to be swapping back over the Cass. Probably liking that pick a little bit better as nothing does pick out the Ashe. Ashe is probably going to be better at this map on the longer range sightlines and the high ground that this map does provide. But we shall see as we wait for the teams to kind of ready up. Crimdra is playing quite back here. But Whelps look to kind of want to play the gas station right here. They don't want to kind of play so low. Looks like they want to kind of hold the high ground here. And so that looks like going to be their game plan, is kind of hold this back high ground and just kind of allow right now Key to kind of just poke it out a little bit, see what they can get.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks, Felicia. I appreciate you.
Stop the payload.
That would be pretty cool though if you could get up into this box. It'd be a very interesting position. But anyway, as we go in, it looks like the majority of Enigma is going to be pushing up on this left side with Morpheus, Morphosis. I'm going to say Morph. I'm just going to say Morph for this game, so I'm going to say Morpheus or something like that instead of Morphosis. As Key looks to kind of just hold this corner, but it looks like Pylon does get taken out by Lord. Looks like they will push around this corner. Blue Dragon wants to hold the low ground against the Sigma counterpart. Oh, but Rat gets picked out by most of the team, but nothing. It's just been a monster at the hit scan. He takes out Longshot, and he gets a dash onto Jack. It looks like there will be a reset here for Enigma. And a weird poke here by Ricky. I don't know how I feel about that poke right there. Like, most of your team is down, and he gets to pick onto Lord. I don't know how I feel about the poke from Ricky, because they generally were low and got picked out. Kind of staggering their team a little bit. But it looks like they'll be back here, as they are generally still close to the spawn, but right now, nothing has been a monster on that hit scan, and so I don't know how I feel about Longshot's because they're generally at a disadvantage, especially for a Hitcan who is doing their shots. And gets taken out of the air. Morph does put that around half health. Oh, but Lord picked out Key, probably trying to dive into the back. Long looking for a play here. But doesn't look like they're going to get much. Very low. Blue Dragon. Ooh. 2 quick picks as Enigma looks to back up, but Ricky does give a parting gift in a kill of nothing. 3 ults pretty much with one very close Noon, pretty much now at 4 ults with a very close. Oh, but a big pick there. Obari. Very good at range, and again, very capable anti-dive support. It looks like Enigma is going to be holding this one. He dives in with the blade, looking to possibly get a pick, and is on. Oh, but almost catches Lord, but gets picked out by the Sigma and the cast. The blade goes for naught. Has 5 ults on the side of Enigma, and it looks like. Oh, but XP Dave does.
It's
Lord is looking for a pick and does get the pick that he's looking for. Bob is popped above on point. But a sleep onto Bob. They look to push forward, but 2 dynamite kills. Leaves Enigma without a tank, and that's a captive onto Lord. Oh, and Jackal. And so right now, down under 60 seconds remaining. The Crimdra Whelps have had just a masterclass, right? I don't know. Masterclass, what we call it? I don't know. But he gets picked onto long shot, and it looks like Lord is going to be making the swap over to the Reaper here. Enigma just can't seem to break through this defense here. Whelps had a plan going in. They wanted to play this high gas station and keep Enigma away, pretty much, playing the anti-dive. Lord is playing the Reaper, possibly trying to play a little more aggressive. Rock hit onto Morph, puts him low health, but does actually manage to get a little bit of the sun.
Justice
Oh,
from above.
moving barrage from Longshot, gets a double pick, but he takes out Morph on a dash, leaving Jackal kind of by himself, alone. But it looks like they will take it. And it looks like Enigma's just going to try to see if they can kind of hover around it, trying to push, trying to wait for their team here. Which team gets back first? Who knows? It's very even, but it looks like the Whelps are going to be able to re-engage Enigma first. Out comes the window. But Longshot does get the pick on to Whelps support a wrap. Sigma ult. Doesn't look to hit anything. Long shot picked by XPJ. Sitting, final fight by the storm. Nothing picks out Ricky. But Jackal does get the pick on the key, but Dynamite kills Ward and doesn't look like they're able to touch. It's like they kind of C9 now. Again. And so, right now, Enigma has to basically play a flawless defense here if they want a chance to win this map and go up 3-1.
Ready for battle.
And it looks like for attack, the Whelps look like they want to play the dive here. Still with the anti-dive backline, but a little more dive on a tank and DPS pick. Probably to kind of to play disruption. As the Juno Moira coming out on the side of Enigma. Now Moira in lower levels tends to be a bit better because most people, no offense to most people, and that's including me, I'm kind of calling myself out, can't aim and can't hit her. We're shit. So we're usually, generally, she's pretty good, but at higher levels, people can actually aim. I'm not one of those people. So, Longshot at the Bastion, and Lord is playing the Venture. But same tank here, played by Morph. But yeah, how cool of a spot would that be? Like, how cool this would be a very interesting spot if you could hang up here. I don't know. It'd just be interesting to me.
Attackers incoming.
Anyway, you've got the stat lines of the teams on the left, in case you were wondering. Longshot sits on this upper this upper corner again, but looks like he dropped out. Blue Dragon looking to be getting a pick onto the back line, but can't seem to get it as Ward looks to chase him down. Enigma giving a bit of space here, but right now, Whelps holds this upper right corner, and Nothing might have a chance. Oh, but a pick onto Ricky from Key, the Sombra. Sombra managing to get away. Lord gets very low and gets picked off by the Sombra. And now that puts people down. And that is a huge team fight win. And with a massive stagger onto Enigma. I don't know if they'll be able to get a touch here, but they will likely have one more team fight if they go low ground, or they go around the sign entrance. That's also a very dangerous play there. Lord is going to be making the swap over combo with Morph onto the Orisa. Looking to kind of be a little bit more of a wall onto this point. Probably just kind of live. Ricky gets kicked out by both the Ashe and the Alari. And that's 3 people down. And that leaves like almost nobody left to contest this point. And that looks like that will be the point. And that will be the map. As the Whelps do take it.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
But as again, we play out the rest of the map, so we're gonna see how well Enigma can defend here. Blue Dragon once again diving into the back line, and Longshot is kind of playing up by himself. Gets picked by Nothing. Nothing as in the player, not like nothing, you know what I mean? But anyway. I know it sounds confusing, but anyway, as we continue, the supports of Whelps look to kind of just be sitting on the point. And it looks like the board was trying to go for something, bashing all three on point. Clearly Barrage, probably 2 of them making the spy check to Sombra. Long does look to be playing with that bashing jump perk as they were just able to jump to the rooftop. Longshot probably could have killed Key there, but looks like he decided to back out. And gets picked by Blue Dragon. Cass is swapped back to on by loaded trees, probably to deal with the ball and the Sombra and a crazy amount of movement. Trying to hold the position, but gets hit by both the power of the sun and an EMP. And right now, it's not looking great defensively for Enigma, as the Whelps have about 4.5 minutes left to complete this map, and I have a feeling they will end up completing this. Sorry, I had to... Anyway. So it looks like Blue's kind of sitting, pesking the backline of Enigma, leaving Morph kind of on his own. I don't know. Him, her, I don't know. Them. Let's say them. For right now. Anyway, Bob on the corner here. Looks like things are difficult here, but Morph goes in for the pin to get the Bob away. Bob looks a little bit fired. No shield for Morph and just gets dragged all the way after getting hit. Lord looking to make space for the dog. Takes out the lamp and Rat along with it. And actually picks up Q as well. The cast here might favor, with the soldier, might favor Enigma a little bit better here.
Receive my aid.
Shot, range low, but pops the heal pack. Nothing. Catches Ward out. And Morph looks to go for the pin. And the coach guy actually ends up helping Morph pin out Rat against the wall. The long shot pops the visor, looking to kind of get some value of it, running forward. really not in a great position afterwards. And XPJ off long shot. Just being too aggressive. More so, with a shatter and without XPJ with a fire strike who was laying helpless on the ground. Or just kind of standing there for some reason. Probably typing something? Who knows? They were. Trying to toss in the back. Separating more from his team. From their team. And Sun and EMP popped again with the window. And Longshot is in. Oh, and the Sun ends up taking out Ricky. Longshot may have gotten XPJ, but it looks like this will be mapped. Jackal though, sitting for this on this point, but gets hit by off by. Looks like that will be the map.
Round 2. Complete. Draw.
And so that will be, though it says a draw. The Whelps ended up with more time on that point, so, and as well they were able to push it all the way comparatively. As Blue Dragon talks in the chat, you can't respond to the chat, please.
Rains from above.
But, massive nano here on the far out, and added nano as a 5 XPJ and get it.
한 손으로는 tapping on it twice 표정 try to hide 좋아요 그 세 글자의 말로 하면 so uncool 서둘러다 놓치기 전에 때론 과감한 게 나 의심하지만 you and I right this moment I want you love it 아는 척 좀 그만하자 우리 서로 경험하잖아 심장은 너게 내게로 들리잖아 너 loving 그만 두려워하지 like replay all days 끝도 나도 so afraid 다칠까봐 다치는 심장 so blue 너로
It looks like Cervasa is going to be map number 5. As to people who have just joined us and or are tuning back in, the map count is tied at 2-2. It looks like they're deciding what tank matchup they want in either the Ball or the Reinhardt. But depending on how long this game goes, this will be the map 5, and this will probably be the last map. So we'll see. Also, if you hear anything, I'm tapping my desk. EXO trolling out here, wanting to go in for the Whelps.
Traveling to Suravasa.
And here we go. So, again, we're playing out all 5 points, and
Ready
so
for battle.
we'll see what everybody comes out on. number 5. It's been a close series so far. Both teams have had chances, and both teams have fumbled chances, and so we'll see kind of how this map plays out. We're kind of still deciding on characters to play at the moment. Just gonna kind of chill around center point while the teams kind of decide on what they want to do here. Interesting comp setup here from Team Enigma as they are playing a Ram with a Cast Junkrat Zen Moira. And this is interesting. I guess maybe to discord the ball and trap him, and generally Moira to chase and cast a stun. I don't know. And Ram, I guess, to slow as well. Looks like they're trying to kind of keep Blue Dragon from playing ball effectively. But on the side of the Whelps, of the Crimdra Whelps,
5, 4.
they're going with ball with a Lari Kiri, so also a very aggressive backline. I think damage, no, but Lucio's coming out.
4.
With a Tracer Cass.
1. Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
No, it looks like it's going to be a Bap Zen here. As the Whelps look to take this point off to the left as both sides look to engage. So the Whelps do get there first. They can set up a little bit quicker. Here comes the dive by Blue Dragon. It looks like all of Enigma turn to look, and they end up very low. It doesn't look like they will be able to finish the kill. But they will end up running towards the point. Long shot gets very low and ends up getting killed by nothing. Generally, he and nothing are kind of running rampant. Not just lose one, caught up by themselves. They're kind of staggered out, so she's gonna have to wait. 40% on this first point from Team Whelps. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna have to come out of water after this. Having to talk this much. I don't know. It's kind of weird when you're having to kind of solo this a little bit, and you don't have somebody kind of help you out a little bit when they're either talking or they're making a comment. So, it's just kind of neat here. So I can understand the pain of now I can understand the pain of solo competition. But, as we continue, they look to contest early, but nothing working. Toxic hits Lord. And Jackal gets taken out, and that leaves, but Longshot gets 2 for kills, but Ricky's left in the minefield. Blue Dragon on this ball has been very effective. Assuming it is their best tank. They look to get aggressive, and Longshot's kind of a bit far forward as a Junkrat. I feel like you should probably be a little bit more back there, but he's the one playing, he's the one who's confident, and gets a pick on FPJ. What the fuck am I talking about? This man is goated with the sauce. As he picks out XPJ on a Lucio, which is not easy to do as a Junkrat. Pulse Bomb sent out by Key, but doesn't look like they ended up getting anything. Rat, though, does take out Ricky. And Longshot makes a high jump as Jackal takes out FPJ. Oh, but a huge slam plus of Tracer. And now they're looking to just live. Lord is super low and is going to get kicked out by Key. Two ults on the side of the Whelps with 5 on the side of Team Enigma. Re-engage coming in from Enigma as they look to head for small room. pops up, looking to get a hit. And 2 ults popped here by Enigma with 5 by the Whelps. Nothing, no Deadeye kills for nothing this time. And the opposite counterpart, as Lord doesn't get anything either. Doesn't look like they are able to get much after this. As Morph is just going to get staggered out, and the Whelps reflip the point. As they're looking at 80%. Well, we'll see if they get the touch, but now 3 ults on the side of the Whelps, because you know how quickly Tracer can build that pulse, versus 2 on the side of Enigma. Doesn't look like they're going to contest this point, and they're just going to head for the next one. It looks like they'll be going to lead for next point, and the mine's popped out by Blue Dragon. Gets killed, but takes Ricky with them. XPJ kind of inching into the backline there, but it gets away with it. As they also, I think, either had Key or Rat with them. As XPJ's just looking to kind of poke it out a little bit.
Flashpoint unlocks.
Possibly for an assassination to kind of stall it out a little bit. But Enigma is all moving as a group. They don't have the speed as Whelps do, so they have to generally play a little more together. But at the same time, you got a ball that can slam it on your team. Speaking of the ball, Dragon is looking to poke it out and sits behind. Oh, but rolls in. Gets a bit of a bash in. Gets the roll bash, but just picks out again. Oh, but nothing picks out. Long shot. I heard the stun go out, so here comes the ball, but Lord catches PJ. But a double kill onto Key Crescent, but ends up taking themselves out, but it doesn't look like it'll matter. As Enigma just kind of have to, like, sit and play this losing fight right now. As they're just kind of searching for answers right now. Like, right now, Longshot and Morphin, with Longshot and Morphin, it doesn't look like Enigma has been able to kind of deal with his ball composition. Spooky chasing around as a Tracer was probably the better answer. Generally, Tracer can apply so much way more pressure. So, down comes the slam. But nothing in the backline. Looking, but doesn't look like they see him. Oh. And that will be pointed. Morph tries to touch for the overtime, but doesn't look like it'll matter. Just end up staggered out.
Fire in the hole!
Out comes a Tire from Longshot. Tire leading the way. Tire ends up taking out Blue Dragon, but they popped their E button to live a little bit longer.
Here we go!
It looks like they would be heading towards the temple. AKA the I should say the palace, anyway. Blue Dragon dives in, hitting the mines, but Jackal is ready on that Transcendence to keep his team up and alive. Mines don't manage to do anything. He uses the recall and another dive by Blue Dragon. He gets Jackal low, but can't seem to finish the job. Lord is kind of hanging out, watching for the backline pressure. Blue hits another slam as he also dives in, looking to possibly pick Lord, but Lord gets Blue Dragon with the nade. But he's pulse. Does not hit anything. Hits the ground, goes wide. Enigma hold this point up at past 35%. Two support ults popping out on both sides. Kasune versus Feed, and it looks like the Kasune ends up winning it as Morph does take out XTJ. And by the looks of it looks like Longshot does kill Key. Maybe they're listening to me. Maybe they heard my comment about they can't deal with the ball, and now they're suddenly goading it up. I should really stop talking like that. Anyway, Lord pops the noon and another minefield that takes out 2 gold TPS on Enigma. And now it's just kind of cleanup duty. They just all dive onto Lurk. And they're going to be able to cap this. Blue Dragon is just really hitting those slams and building up that minefield. Now with the introduction of perks, ball got a little bit weaker, but people still look to play it. People will still look to play it. Because it can be very effective if known to play it if you play it right. As it looks like the Whelps are going to be pressuring around spawn to try to buy as much time for capture progress and build them all. 2 ults ready for the side of the Whelps with a pulse bomb on the way, with 3 ults ready for Enigma. XPJ just kind of hanging around the back line with Jackal kind of scoping it out. Jackal gets half, and here comes the slam. Looking to take Jackal first, and he does. They do. Another noon popped. Long shot kills XPJ. Looks like they're going to set up for a recontest, but doesn't look like they'll end up making it, as the rest of Enigma is taken out. Kills nothing, but ends up dying right after. That's 4 points for the Whelps.
Next, flashpoint, temple.
As we go to the final point in Temple. 3 ults apiece. Both teams look to possibly do something with this. Blue Dragon rolls into the point, looking, waiting for a slam. Full supports on Enigma remain low, as Blue Dragon picks off 1, and Rick. But XPJ and Key are killed by Enigma's DPS line.
Into the iris.
Now, if I was Enigma here, if they do have time for one more game, potentially just tie it at a 3-3 here, I would generally put Spooky back in. If you want to win this, I would put Spooky back in. Spooky's kind of been your best player, with EXO as well. Those 2 have generally been your best players. As the Kitsune Rush is popped by the Whelps, and they manage to clean up Enigma. And it looks like Enigma is going to get a reset. Just going to reset here. Jackal swaps over to the Moira. 35% on that point for Enigma, and now the percentage looks to creep up for the Whelps. Enigma look to be ready. I'm going to assume they're going to possibly go the Annihilation. Blue Dragon goes down. Oh, but a boop! A boop by XPJ. Takes and a kill onto Ricky. Just ends the fight before it can even begin. Lord looks to kind of hang around a little bit, but doesn't look like he's going to be doing that much longer. As Key and XPJ are diving him, but XPJ dies as an aggressive diver to that Moira. 3 ults coming up on the side of the Whelps. With 3 on an Enigma. How are these ults going to get used? We will shall see. Ricky gets low and gets killed by the slam onto the jump. Ult gets cancelled. Oh, but no blocking from Ward looks to possibly respond, but can't seem to do it. And that's just going to be the game. There's nothing that Team Enigma can do here. That'll be a full, all 5 points. Captured
Defeat
by the Whelps. Junkrat traps main, as Ray says in chat. So we'll see what they do here. They might have time for one more. Make it a 6-mapper. Though, not gonna lie, I feel like they should go 7 maps. They should go 5 to 7 maps depending on the time. You know what I mean?
있어 한 손으로는 tapping on it twice 표정 try to hide 좋아 입에 세 글자의 말로 하면 so cool 서둘러다 놓치기 전에 때론 과감한 게
Looks like they'll be making the swap in for EXO. Who knows if they're listening to me right now? They could be. That would be cheating. No side should be cheating. So, we'll see. I don't think anybody's cheating. No. Nobody's going to be cheating. It's a scrim. It's an exhibition. Now, knowing Enigma, they'll probably, I guarantee Longshot will just call out New Queen Street because, you know, Enigma generally has a very good record on New Queen Street. But we wait for this final map to be played. If possible. If they decide to. But it's been a pretty close scrim so far. Both teams could have won. Other than, I think Enigma's defense could definitely use a bit of work, but obviously, they lost Hugh right before this scrim, so they were probably hoping to keep Hugh for a little bit. They weren't expecting to lose Hugh, so. Dragon really wants the Li Zhang, probably for the ball on specific points. And I could see why. Zhang is one of those maps. Definitely favors a ball matchup. But if you're just tuning in, 3-2 for the maps. Three to two on the side of Whelps. They're deciding if they want to play one more map. Shot just calling out a 2CP map. That's funny. God. 2CP had some interesting maps, but generally it was the walks from spawn that were horrible for that mode, and so that's why it generally got taken out and put into arcade as a permanent and never played for unranked and or thing. Oh my god. They really want those 2 CP maps. As the chat's being very interesting on their map picks right now, and it's interesting to say the least. Dress to impress, they say. So are they going to be playing all with skins that are like tuxedos and formal wear? That'd be pretty funny. Where is my hat? Where's my Overwatch hat? 2 seconds. Okay, we are back, and it looks like we will be playing Lijiang as one more map.
Now arriving at
Here we
Lijiang
go.
Tower. Ready for
Lijiang
battle.
Tower as final map. At least what I think. Can Enigma tie it up? Bring it to a 3-3 chance? As EXO is now back in, I might take a bet that EXO might play the ball. Jesus, they really just want to meme around with this. But it looks like Enigma will be playing to win. They bring out the Juno Brig.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
As the point unlocks, and here we go. Pharah Tracer with Lucio Kiri Ball. Zarya Juno Brig Pass Sit. Right now, Blue Dragon already terrorizing. Longshot remains very low. Doesn't quite get the TP because XPJ does finish off the kill. Jackal's caught at both half health as they all play on the side, but EXO does get a good bubble. Jackal, he does look to kind of ward away. But XPJ does get the kill onto Ricky. The Lord does take out nothing, and XPJ, for that aggressive play they've been making. Whelps taking the point first. But with 4 players to 3, Enigma does want to take the point back. And the sim onto the ball. The ball just melts here. But Blue Dragon does get away at like a sliver of health. Probably at like 5 HP, I'm gonna take a bet. It takes too much effort to kind of spectate everybody, and I do not remember the controls all the time. So I don't remember who to hit for who. F1 through F11 is basically like that. So Axo takes out XPJ. They're just really playing together right now. They are really keeping Blue Dragon from getting any value here. As nothing looks to kind of snipe the point with the Pharah. Slam kills Ricky. But Jackal does play the rally. Beating down the support, but that leaves them very low. Lord though, gets a pick on the rat, so... Oh, but the wall slam takes out Jackal and nothing takes long shot. Lord does get a trade in but gets picked off by Blue. Ricky comes back. Kills nothing. Another ball slam takes out Echo. Not Echo. EXO. Thank you. Things. Longshot looks to make the swap onto the Pharah as well, and looks like we'll have a Pharah duel in the sky. 3 ults with 1 very close Kitsune Rush on the side of the Whelps, and a beat coming up with 2 ults on the side of Enigma. 62 to about 30. Pulse bomb on to Lord. Takes him out, and Ricky goes down to Blue. And it looks like this fight has ended before it started, but Longshot does take out Rat on the way out. Looks like Ricky looking inside the ball here, but XPJ does take out Jackal from behind. Long shot. Go definitely get forward and actually score on the point. But Blue takes out both the DPS line with mines and shooting, but XPJ goes down. Ball looked for the pick. Ricky pops the orbital here. Oh, but honestly, this orbital, at first glance, it didn't seem bad, but hindsight actually kind of helps survive the Pharah. Ricky guys, 2 XPJs, but the Graviton does need 3 players on the side of the Whelps. You die. 3 ults here, bring up 4 Enigma. Nothing really major on the side of the Whelps, as he does make the trade over to the Echo. Others will get long shot at the far out. Here comes he, running at the point, but can't kill Ricky. Lord, their support. So much going on, we're just gonna kind of pick a static corner here. 8 Pulsar onto XPJ with nothing taking long. But, oh, pops in, kills Lord 2, but Jackal gets the flail kill. Blue Dragon looks to kind of just hover around this point, stall for time, allow this team to get back, as XPJ does make their way back. Slam coming in, but he falls off the shot. Long shot with a barrage, killing Blue. And only XPJ remains left on point, but it doesn't look like that's going to matter. As Longshot takes out XPJ, and that's first point going to Team Enigma.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
Anyway, but it looks like EXO is going to be making the swap over to the ball here, probably preferring to play it on this map comparatively to Night Market. And Rat goes to the Juno, so we're going to be running Juno Brig versus Juno Lucio. One has way greater speed than the other. He's going back to that Tracer. So see how both teams want to play this out here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Here we go. Start of the round. Rat goes over to Moira. Interesting pick. Looks like Team Enigma is going to be making the rotation away from Bridge, going to small white room. Blue rolls in, looking for a slam. Looking to kill Ricky, but doesn't look like they're quite successful in that endeavor. Long shot though, gets fairly low. Blue's looking for a potential to run to the back line, which they do get. Killing out Lord. Slam going in. XO getting wrapped, but XPJ getting Jackal. And it looks like the Whelps will get this first point. This point first, I should say. XO getting pocketed by Ricky as the balls kind of do battle here. But Lord swapping over to the Reaper to probably chase the ball down here. And also the Lucio. Lord getting sucked by the Mura. But duel far up. Longshot wins that duel, but Rat takes out. No support on the side of Enigma. They're just looking to kind of stall for time here. He and Blue with the contest against the Lord before. Long time. Mind still popped by EXO. Of course, really, for other than XPJ, for the Whelps. But Jackal is managing to get back in. Another slam though. Jackal really getting nailed by these slams. The board does take out Blue. XPJ though taking out Longshot. It looks like this is a very scrappy fight here. As Lord takes out Key, but that just leaves XPJ just chilling around the point here. Super low. But Lord does take him out, and that is going to be 69%. Nice. As the first bit of progress on this point. Anyway, so 20%, and now it looks like Enigma's looking a little bit too. Ricky takes out nothing. So that means Safari is down. So they are down a player. And Blue Dragon looks to... I don't know if they fell off the map there, or they were just looking for the reset. But... doesn't look like they're wanting to reset as a team, though. Like, full support of the Whelp. Oh, but Rat, I think, fades off the map there? Not sure what happened there.
Justice reigns from above.
Farah with the barrage doesn't kill anything. That's 2 down on the
Teammate.
everything up, but they pop a beat and a rally.
Justice reigns from
And an
above.
opposite barrage. Takes out Lord. Takes out that exactly. Knocks it away from no slam. As the noise. This is just Overload City. Longshot with 3 picks. 3 picks from Longshot in here, and Enigma still keep the point. 80 to around 85 to 69. And he is going to be making the swap over to the Sombra, probably to try to catch out either Ricky, Exo, or Longshot. Exo gets the ball rotation grapple kill. I don't know how to say it. Overtime, 99%. Ricky makes his chase down for the heals. Jackal gets a kill onto XPJ, and he gets the pick. Double kill. Coalescing caught by Rat. And they're just kind of looking to hang around this side of the points. Minefield blocked the other way. So does get the kill onto nothing, so they don't have the backup there. Lord kills Blue. XPJ looks to just try to live right now. Oh, but massive blossom. Pushes out the rest of the team, and that is 2 points to 0. Final point will be played, but this will be a map win for Team Enigma, as we are at a 3-3.
0-2.
Then goes as for Balmir, then goes Sombra.
Ready for battle.
I smell the fear. Yes, I'm the Sombra trust. Hamster. Looks like they'll be still playing ball here. It looks like Enigma is going to be playing the comp they finished with on the last map, and it looks to be he's going to be swapping to the Sim with XPJ playing the Alarm, playing a little bit, yes. Anyway, making sure no one's being rude to each other in chat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
And love you, long shot, but fuck you. Anyway, so Doom played here by the EXO. And a ball still played by Blue. Nothing pulling out the soldier. We haven't seen from them this entire scrim. Forward gets really low, with long shot also remaining really low. He gets killed by nothing. Slammed in on point by Blue. Doesn't quite get the pick. Sim though, played by Key. Forward kills Rep. Looks like they're just trying to find this ball right now. Key sets up on point of turrets, but gets punched away by EXO and killed with the help of Ricky. Forward gets revenge on long shot against nothing. Proceeds on to kill XPJ, and Enigma will look to push forward here as they look to clean up kills. As they play around this, they decide to play around the pillar, but it looks like they're backing up again to point. Looks like they don't want to push too far with the ball right now. And with the sim able to TC, they don't want to sit around in the front line too long. Blue Dragon gets really low, but long shot finishes off the kill. like Dragon will make a swap over to the D.Va. Rather go to the back to D. Looks like they're going to kind of poke this out a little bit with a general, I don't know, I guess Symmetra's a dive DPS, or I guess a brawl, depending. Like D.Va's a dive, but generally more of a poke, I'd say, that Whelps are running. Especially with the swap over to the back ship. Yeah, generally more poke here. 5 ults on the side of Enigma. Oh, the bomb shot. Pops the ult too with a meteor strike from XL. Double kill, long shot. Looks like they're just kind of holding on. 85% to 0. And it looks like it might be a full 100 to 0 on this control tower. Looks like the half the sun's top. Oh, but an interesting shot. But Orbital going out for Enigma, and they look for the floor, but the Dragon doesn't show one shot. Oh, but a 3-man! 3-man Blossom just kills the push. And that just leaves Blue Dragon on point. And they can't do anything about it. That's going to be a 3-0 on control for Team Enigma. And the maps are 3-3. Longshot asks, do we want to end on a tie? Not a tie, they say. Three maps. Well, it looks like that will be the game. Anyway. Anyway, it looks like I don't know what they're worrying about with maps, but it looks like that will be the game. So and that will be the maps. 3-3 ends in the scrim for a 6-mapper. So part of me wishes we could go for a 7th map, because these maps have been generally quite exciting. This was a very exciting scrim, and anyway, so that will be the game. Anyway, so that will be all. I appreciate you all coming to watch. For those who came to watch, yeah, this was fun to kind of do on my own, I guess. So, anyway, I'll catch you all later. I don't know how to do an outro. Welp, I guess that was an enigma of a game. I'm going to see myself out now after that terrible joke. Anyway, guys, later.